Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
I wanted to start out with this clip from the stablecoin meeting today on Capitol Hill. I think it goes a long way in showing that a lot of the clarity that the SEC claims there is in the market is nothing more than made up, and it was made up to try to give more power to that agency. I think it's pretty funny that when we watch different senators and congressmen talk on Capitol Hill and different regulators in other markets, they all seem to think it's obvious that there are no clear rules in this market, and this flies in the face of what the SEC and Gary Gensler has been telling us. This goes a long way in showing to the courts that no one thinks the rules are clear other than the SEC, and this is a telltale sign that actually the rules aren't clear. So listen up to this and then we'll break it down.
Asset or security. So
Did I miss something? I mean, it doesn't look like there was any analysis that was actually done on that.
No, we did not include what the existing securities were, but what is
Hold on, I'm sorry, hold on. I'm sorry, Madam Secretary, but it's unclear already. So why would you not do that analysis? If we don't have a clear picture, why would you not have done that analysis?
Yeah, so I think I would need to defer to the SEC for its enforcement strategy, for its strategies about how to address stablecoin. But
that close.
She's literally telling us that she has no idea what the SEC's logic is. It's an absolute joke, and the SEC claims this is clarity. We have congressmen literally saying we don't know what the rules are. So how are market participants supposed to know the rules? This is absolutely insane, and I don't understand how Gary Gensler can possibly, with a straight face, go around saying there's clarity. Every single other regulator is saying there is no clarity. It's an absolute joke. And I tweeted out today, I said, so if the regulations are so clear, why don't the regulators know the rules? How are you and I, and how are market participants like Ripple supposed to know the rules if they're still making up the rules as they go? That's like me saying, do you want to play this game with me? And then after the game, me saying you lost because you didn't follow the rules, but I never explained any of the rules. It doesn't make any sense, and a child could figure this out. The sad part is I believe a large reason why the SEC is doing this is because if there is no clarity in the market, they can go after whoever they want. Once clarity is defined and they are given a specific role in the cryptocurrency industry, they're going to have a lot less authority. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of what we're watching right now is either all a show, or they're using this lack of clarity time to take advantage of their power and kind of do whatever they want because no one's stopping them. It's pretty embarrassing, but it seems like that's the point we're at. Now, the next thing we're going to get into is really the massive news of the day. Actually, one more thing. So, James K. Filan tweets out, Gary Gensler argues that crypto exchanges offering digital assets need to register with the SEC. He said that in an interview, and this person tweets out, personal opinion or one of the SEC's clear rules. And this just goes another level. And when we're talking about the very little guidance the SEC has given over this market, we can't even tell if this is real guidance or not. Half the time they take it back. Half the time they say it's a personal opinion. No one has any idea what you can believe anymore. Rules only apply when the SEC wants them to apply. So not only is there little to none guidance or regulation for the cryptocurrency market, but on top of that, half the guidance they give, they pull back and say, oh, we didn't mean to say that. And even on top of that, the only one clear rule that I think people might understand is don't do an ICO, but then they let the largest ICO of all time go untouched and then sue another company that didn't do an ICO. It's becoming blatantly obvious to everyone, including people on Congress who don't even know that much about regulation. They're literally just saying in casual conversation, well, none of the rules are clear. There hasn't been anything done to write clear rules. All while meanwhile, SEC and Gary Gensler are trying to claim the rules are clear. This is getting absolutely absurd, and I really can't believe that the SEC is trying to keep this charade going. Let's keep moving now. I think I've ranted about that enough. And this is really the massive thing that came out today. And breaking document released by Empower US reveals SEC Gov found approximately 1,000 pages of records dealing with communications between William Hinman and Simpson Thatcher while he was in office. Responses to Watchdog's group FOIA request, and what this is essentially this group Empower was asking the SEC for documents relating to William Hinman's dealing with Simpson Thatcher, which is a law firm that deals with the Ethereum Alliance. And at first the SEC came back to them and was like, nah, these documents don't exist, don't worry about it. So Empower actually came back and said, oh, well, how did you look for these documents? And immediately, guess what the SEC does? They go, oh, we actually found the documents. This is such a joke. This agency is the cockiest agency I've ever seen. They literally think they can just blatantly lie to the public's face and hope no one investigates it. We are so lucky we have social media, because if it wasn't for social media, this agency would be running wild right now with misinformation and lies and simply saying anything they can to get themselves out of situations and get people off their back. I tweeted out LMAO. They really tried to say they didn't see those 1,000 documents. The SEC clearly has a compulsive lying problem. Thanks for the protection with the clown emoji. And this is seriously like dealing with a little kid. It's like you're looking at this little kid who just broke something on the ground and you're like, was that you? And they're like, no. That's what we're dealing with at the SEC. We're like, can we see these documents? And they're like, they don't exist. And we're like, well, how do you look for them? And they're like, oh, actually, they're right here. I don't think I have anything more to say about that. Stephen Hubert tweets out, nothing to see here. Hinman writing over 1,000 pages with his former employee, an Ethereum Alliance member, paying him $15 million a year while he was giving Ethereum a free pass speech. Absolutely normal business at the SEC Gov. These pages were just some personal love letters. And he actually might be onto something. Maybe this is just normal things that go on at the SEC. Maybe we should, expect corruption out of an agency that's supposed to protect the retail investor. Unfortunately, this is the first time I've ever dug into a case the SEC has brought, and it's not yielding very positive results. I mean, I'm honestly hoping that this entire thing was just a show to create clarity for XRP, a show to create clear regulations because Congress wasn't doing it. Because if it wasn't, if this is disgusting, oh my god. I mean, there's clearly still very disgusting things going on in the background regarding to Ethereum, but if they also took the extra step to try to pull Ripple and XRP back, then you honestly can't even comprehend that these things are going down at a U.S. government agency. Sorry guys, I went on another rant, so I figured I'd just cut that out and make this video a little shorter. Let's jump into the technical analysis and send you guys off for your night. So, if we can see right here, the XRP chart actually, to my surprise, is doing something pretty massive. We can see we actually have this line right here that went all the way down from when the SEC filed this case to the low created in July, and then went all the way back here and provided some support in the December to January region. However, back then we were really hoping XRP would hold the support, but it eventually fell through to some of these lower levels. The very interesting thing happening right now is I actually thought XRP would be rejected by this line and fall back down and kind of follow this bottom line right here before eventually popping out of this triangular formation. Now, the super interesting thing happening right now is XRP is actually holding above this line, and if it is able to close a daily candle inside of here, and we're able to close a couple more days within this formation up here, we could actually be setting up to make this support, and XRP could actually be breaking out a lot sooner than I originally expected. I originally expected XRP to get rejected off of here and come back down to the 70-cent region before it played around in this bottom region down here and eventually broke out in the summer. If XRP is able to maintain a price in this region right here, then it's going to come down to whether or not we have enough pressure built up in this region right here to break out of this top resistance line. We very well could see XRP bounce around here and then once again get rejected back into this region, but it will give us another chance to break out at a sooner point if we're able to hold price in this top region.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.